This program contains mature situations and is intended for an older youth audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Left free to explore his fantasies, Kong peels layer after layer of Anne's clothing from her body, gently prolonging the moments, inhaling her intoxicating scent, and ignoring her feeble protests. Oh, hello lovers! Welcome to this special Valentine's Day episode of the King Kong Reviews. I'm your host, BigJackFilms, or as we put it on Valentine's Day, BJFilms, if you know what I mean. And for part one of this two-part special, ooh, a double gagger I must say, we'll be taking a look at a 1980s porno spoof using loads of stock footage and some impressive hands. Ooh! So let's cuddle up together and take a gander at King Dong.
In yet another spoof of the iconic story of Beauty and Beast, this romantic tale tells the story of Anna, played by Crystal Holland, who wants to escape her abusive mother, played by Dee Hendereth, and be with her sugar daddy.
Actually, I'm surprised this wasn't her backstory.
Do you realize that I owe my life to a movie?
Is that so?
Did you ever meet anyone before whose life was saved by Deep Throat?
How is it that a porno spoof of King Kong doesn't take from one of the most obvious moments from the movie where Deep Throat was an acceptable joke back in 1976?
It's some nutty religion. A priest gets dressed up like an ape and gets laid.
However, her friend Alex, played by Chas St. Peters, has a boat to escape from the family drama, and the group decides to set sail to the South Pacific, all while sharing a passionate game of rock the boat.
I guess Anne in the previous films was the only woman on the boat that I can see why all the seamen are hard enough to go after her when the ape kidnaps her. But I didn't need to know the main reason why the crew wanted any part in it.
Miss Darrow was a great gal, no question. She was a wonderful person. It's a terrible loss, and we're all gonna miss her.
In open water, Alex puts Anna in charge of the boat, and given she doesn't have much of a license, she crashes the boat into an uncharted position known as Adventure Island.
Because Skullfuck Island was copyrighted.
The survivors explore the terrain and come across a few prehistoric creatures and the incomparable King Dong and his sidekick gorilla, Buddy.
And if you ask me to review the movie Buddy with effects by Kong 76's own Rick Baker, then the answer is definitely no. It's not a giant gorilla, so there's no point in it. That's like if I reviewed Michael Crichton's Congo because I took a look at both Jurassic Park and King Kong. Wait.
So the two groups become friends, I guess, and the two lovers then find themselves in a village filled with cannibals as they escape into the river. But then they come across the natives of Zana land and are captured to be used as breeding slaves to appease to the native gods.
And if your god goes by the name of King Dong, then that shit's just fucking hilarious.
But Alex escapes with the help of Buddy and King Dong as they plan to save Anna from the savage natives of Zana land.
So with all that said, what does this erotic film come down to?
When it comes to this lengthy spoof of the classic story, the film is all over the place, and that's mostly due to it being two films essentially split into one. The majority of the stop-motion dinosaurs were taken from the short free-time film Lost on Adventure Island. However, director Yancy Hendereth decided to use the dinosaur footage in a porno spoof for the iconic film King Kong and bring to life additional stop motion for the giant ape. The director also took the initiative to build an ape suit for King Dong's companion Buddy, for which he also played the part. And honestly, I don't blame him, since he takes on the footsteps of other directors filling in the shoes of the giant ape like David L. Hewitt in Mighty Gorga.
They're approximately 50 feet tall and wearing their birthday suits.
The life-size pieces of King Dong, no, I wish that wasn't a filthy innuendo, with the hands are also quite impressive for a film like this.
Although hand jobs were quite common on the set.
The The stop motion is pretty much the highlight of the film, and while choppy, it is a lot of fun to admire. Even the King Dong puppet is a spitting image of the original King Kong. The movie, while using stock footage from a previous film, was mostly filmed on what looks like a VHS or Betamax camera, which was common for porno films shot on low budgets. Some call it home movies, but most call the genre of filmmaking as shot on shitio, which I'm going to call it as well.
Them cameras cost money. Shouldn't think he'd risk it.
However, the film's major problems is that all the characters pretty much suck dick.
Nothing about these characters are interesting and are only really there to drive the erotic scenes inevitably forward. As for the natives, while the cannibals are not half bad, these Wonder Woman rejects just don't do it for me. I get it's a porno spoof, but they never came off as welcome to the spoof on Skull Island. Especially with the horses, which I don't know why the fuck they're there because it feels like we stepped into a totally different movie.
Wrong movie. It's a wrong film. He's on the wrong set.
Overall, King Dong is what it is and nothing more. It's a porno spoof of the original King Kong that doesn't do much, but in some respects is almost too good for its own movie with its impressive stop motion effects. And even then, 75% of them were taken from another film. It's not something honestly worth looking into, and I'd say skip it. However, if you want to see an abridged version without the sex, check out the original film Lost on Adventure Island. And with that said, this exotic mess gets a dull 2 out of 10. It's a boring porno, but with good effects to hold you over.
And like I said, this is part 1 of 2 of our Valentine's Day special, so tune in next time when we take a look at another erotic tale based on Peter Jackson's groundbreaking epic. Until next time, this is the Love Boat, sailing to a place only discovered in myth until now.
Alright, cut. Can we get another one, man? I wasn't feeling that. Well, from the looks of it, you didn't feel anything at all down there. Why do you think I hired you to direct this, Mother Cutter Carl? Dude, I'm a film splicer, not a director. Everything was going fine until you fumbled up your lines. Hey, who's the one who was brave enough to write this special? Not many reviewers have the balls to do a Valentine's Day special, you know. Alright, fuck it, y'all. Take a 5-minute break. Tina, where's my celluloid weed? I need a smoke. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Nick, what's up?
She got a little something from Dr. Terrawad upstairs.
Look, if it's about the computer chips for the Mechanolith, I lost them, okay? God, this is probably the most embarrassing piece of YouTube material I've had a hand in working in.
Looks like you need a hand yourself. Hello, darling.
18. You seem a lot more three-dimensional last time I saw you. Did you get a tan at Kame House?
Let's just say I had a nice hot bath.
Good lord, you got the doc to unlock the codes for the reality breaker on the FDT, didn't you?
Well, no shit.
How the hell did you hack into the systems without the doc there?
Let's just say I had the doc's assistant help.
Professor Porkdexter, are you kidding me? Porkdexter's a fucking joke! I still don't know why the doc hired him, and you know that shit was locked for a reason! I mean, I've already broken the laws of reality, but you probably broke the gravitational pull of logical functionality!
Well, maybe there's a way I can make it up to you.
Don't worry about it. I've got enough problems on my hands as it is. I've got the Dark Lord seeking vengeance, Nick Jackson's satellite is still in repair, Huey is pestering me into a crossover review, I've got the media hunter on my ass now, the doc's been missing for months, and now I got the stupid Valentine's special to deal with. But we'll let this little reprogram slide for now. I mean, as long as you don't show your true power, not many people are going to be coming after.